Things are never quite what they seem. We think we understand the world around us, but we really only see the outside, what it seems to be. I used to be just like you. I believed in humanity, the newspapers, soap commercials, politics, and history books. But one day, the world kicks you in the teeth, and you don't have any choice but to see things the way they really are. My name is Lucas Kane. My story is the one where an ordinary guy has something extraordinary happen to him. Maybe it was supposed to happen. Maybe it was my destiny or my karma or whatever. I know one thing for sure. Nothing's ever going to be the same again. It all started right here. Where else could it happen? New York, capital of the universe. The chessboard destiny chose for the last big game. I was just another pawn living my pawn's life. Until that night, when my life descended into chaos. What have I done? I didn't want... It was like a dream. quick. I've got to get out of here, but before somebody comes in here. It's barred up. I can't get out this way. I'm bleeding. I must have cut my wrist with the knife. Both of my forearms are cut, too.
Hey, sir, your bill!
I need to get out of this neighborhood before the police get here.
Nobody goes anywhere. A crime has just been committed. I'm going to have to ask you to stay calm and wait here for the police to arrive and check your IDs.
Looks homeless. Poor guy, out in this freezing cold. Better avoid going back to the diner. I have to get out of the district in a hurry. I live too far away to walk. I have to find another way to get back home.
Dog's Diner, that's it. Why do they always wait for me to go on duty before they start killing each other in the middle of the night?
Tyler, somebody gets murdered every day in New York.
But especially when I'm on night duty. It's as if every psycho in the city has it in for me.
If you want a bitch, do it inside. That way I don't have to freeze to death listening to it.
You're the boss, Carla.
In 5 years on the force, I've seen some murders. But you never really get used to death. You just learn to live with it, that's all. I still don't know if it was fatigue, or cold, or something else. But I clearly remember the bad feeling I got when I walked into that restaurant. As if some part of me already knew that this time, something was different. How's it going, McCarthy?
Evening, Inspector. I've been waiting for you. Hey, Tyler.
Hey, Martin.
So, what happened?
Homicide. I found the body in the toilets. I had to go before I went home.
Do we have a suspect?
A client left just before I found the body. To top it all, he left without paying. Kate tried to talk to him, then he left.
Which table was the suspect sitting at?
Oh, he was sitting at that table over there.
Who is the victim?
His name was, John Winston. A regular here at the restaurant. Kate knew him. She could tell you more.
Is the body still there?
The boys from the morgue were waiting for you to get here before moving it. Nobody's been in the toilet since we found the body.
Is that the waitress over there?
Yeah, Kate Morrison. I think that you should interrogate her. If you don't mind me saying, go easy on her, Inspector. She's still in a state of shock.
Thanks for your help, Martin. It's late. I think you can go home and get some sleep.
I'm gonna wait until you're finished with Kate, if you don't mind. I want to make sure she gets home okay.
Tyler's been my partner for almost a year. He grew up with the gangs in the Bronx before he decided to join the force. Sometimes he's unpredictable, but he's a good guy. Did you find anything, Tyler?
For that, I'd have to be able to keep my eyes open.
Keep up the good work, Tyler. Hey, Garrett. Hey, Frank. How's it going?
Hey, Carla.
Hey, Carla.
So, you guys find anything?
We took some samples here and there. We're almost finished. We were just waiting for you before we took the body away.
Okay, let's take a look. Huh. Here's his fork, but where's the knife? A cup of coffee and a soft drink? That's weird. He's a caffeine addict, or else he wasn't alone. Gotta remember to check with the waitress on that. A book. The Tempest by Shakespeare. If this is his, it's a pretty weird book for a killer to be reading. Garrett, there's a book under this table. Why don't you check it out for prints?
You got it, Carla.
Well, the coffee's not on the bill. Blood on the mop. The killer must have used it to clean up the mess. Why would he risk getting caught to do that? Why is there blood here?
Did you find anything?
Possibly. I don't understand why there would be blood here.
Maybe it belongs to the victim.
Not likely. Get Garrett to analyze it. Then we'll know for sure. Several wounds on the left side of the chest and the area of the heart. They appear to be knife wounds.
No trace of a struggle. Looks like the guy was taken totally by surprise. Bizarre.
What?
Well, he still has his credit card and $100 in cash on him. I guess the killer wasn't after his money.
Do you know if anyone has contacted the family?
Not as far as I know. Oh, right. I get it. I'll take care of it. Hey, I think there's some blood in the sink.
Maybe the killer washed up before he left.
Yeah, could be.
Just what exactly are you doing, Tyler?
I'm checking for clues. What do you think? Man, it's freezing out there. No point in me going out if I don't have any idea where the murderer went.
Tyler, I'm gonna take a look outside. Good evening, sir.
Whoa! Hey, babe. What can I do for you?
You know, you really shouldn't be outside tonight. It's freezing cold. If you want, I could have them come and pick you up and...
Oh, leave me alone! I'm just fine. I don't need nobody.
Cold enough for you?
Yeah, well, luckily I got this to keep me warm. You want a little splash?
Okay, I'm gonna go try to get someplace warm. Take care of yourself.
Martin says this was the guy's table. Steak and fries. Looks like he barely touched his food.
You look hammered, Tyler.
Yeah, this is my third night on call in a row. You know me, man. If I don't get my beauty sleep, it's Zombie City.
You should be out of here pretty soon now.
You don't know Carla. She's capable of keeping everybody up till breakfast. Yeah, she is by far the most stubborn girl I ever met. Do we know anything about the victim?
His name was John Winston. He worked at a little store in the neighborhood. He lived alone in a small apartment. According to Kate, he was just a guy.
Man, this guy is dying proof that pissing can be bad for your health. What do you say we call it a night? Come back at this thing tomorrow when our heads are clear.
We're not finished, Tyler. We still got some important stuff to see before we can go home. Kate? I'm Inspector Carla Valenti. I'm in charge of the investigation here. Would you mind answering a few questions?
No. Go ahead.
Have you been working here long, Kate?
It'll be 11 years next month. I've seen all sorts in this place. Down and outers, junkies, you name it. The till's been robbed a few times, but murder? That's a new one. Poor John, he was such a nice guy.
Did you know the victim well?
John was a regular. He came every Monday. He always ordered the same thing, and I left a nice tip.
What was he like, Kate? Do you think you could describe him for me?
I only saw him for a few seconds. I guess he was about average height, fairly young. That's all I can remember.
What was the man doing before the murder happened?
He was there for a while. He was reading, I think.
That book under the table, it must have been his. Was John here alone? Did he speak with anyone?
John always came alone. We chatted a bit, the weather, his job, the usual stuff. He never talked to anybody else.
Did you get the impression that John and the suspect knew each other?
No, I don't think they did know each other. The man had already been here a while when John came in. They didn't talk to each other. No, I'm almost certain that John didn't know him.
What happened before the murder? Did you notice anything unusual?
No, it was just a night like any other.
There was a cup of coffee on his table. Do you remember whether he was the one who ordered it?
A cup of coffee? No. No, I'm certain he didn't order any coffee.
Can you tell me what you saw?
There weren't that many people tonight. It's usually pretty calm during the week. I was just chatting with Martin at the bar. I didn't even see John get up. Oh my God.
You have to try to be strong, Kate. I know that this has been a shock for you, but you're the only one who can help us find the suspect.
My shift was almost over. I was just chatting with Martin at the bar. John got up and went to the restroom. The man must have followed him. When he came back out, I noticed that he hadn't paid his bill. I'm careful, because that happens a lot here, people forgetting to pay their bill.
What happened next?
The guy just ran off without paying. It wasn't until Martin found John's body that I realized...
Did you happen to notice anything strange about the suspect's behavior before he went into the restroom?
No. Wait, yes. I remember something. I came back at one point just to check whether he needed anything. He didn't answer me. He just stared straight ahead. It was weird. I didn't push it. I thought maybe this guy is a little crazy. God, if I had only known.
Do you think that you would recognize the suspect?
I'll never forget that face.
Perfect. Do you think that you could come down to the station tomorrow and help us construct a likeness of the killer?
Yeah. I'll do whatever you think I can to help catch him.
Thank you very much for your help, Kate.
I hope you find the bastard who did it. People like that just don't deserve to live.
I promise you, we'll do everything in our power to find him. Go home now and try to get some sleep. Martin will make sure you get home okay.
Good night. Stab some dude in the toilets? You gotta be crazy. This guy took a big risk. Anybody could have walked in here and surprised him. Hey, Carla, I'm gonna take a look outside, see if I can find anything. Yo.
What do you want?
I'm a police detective. I'm investigating a murder that took place in that restaurant. I was wondering if...
Ah, leave me alone. I ain't got nothing to say. I don't talk to cops.
Right, thank you. You've been helpful. This is the window from the toilets in the restaurant. Oh man, that's all I needed. Door doesn't open from the outside. I can't keep my eyes open. I'm gonna go see if Carla's done yet. Carla, she's really something else. She's not always easy to get along with, but she's the best damn cop I know. Come on, let's go, Carla. I can't even keep my eyes open anymore.
I want to take another look around. We haven't found the murder weapon. It might still be around here somewhere.
Maybe it was a revenge thing, or a psycho. This town is full of psychos. They're everywhere. When I was in the Bronx, I saw guys who'd rip your guts out and hand them to you just so they could take your shoes.
Tyler, can you shut up for 2 minutes? Table knife covered in blood. Obviously the murder weapon. Killer used his silverware to stab his victim? That would seem to indicate that the murder wasn't premeditated. Tyler, I want you to verify that Garrett has lifted the prints off this knife handle. Have him check out the blood on the blade as well.
Okay. Garrett, Carla wants you to verify 2 or 3 things. Don't worry, I wrote it all down on this paper so you wouldn't forget.
I had a feeling that Carla was gonna keep us up a little longer.
You ready to go, Tyler? I think I've seen everything I need to see.
Are you sure? We can take another look around if you want.
Nope, we're good. Let's head home.
Okay, let's bust.
Cool. Carla agrees to go. Let's get into the car before she changes her mind.
A nightmare. It was all just a horrible nightmare. I didn't kill anyone. I wasn't dreaming. It all really happened. I'm gonna get ready and go to work. Oh, my head. It feels like somebody shoved a steel bar in my brain and then melted it. Gotta make it stop. The sheets are full of blood. I can't go back to bed. I'm not tired anyway. My parents, Marcus, and me, before the accident. My wrists are still bloody. Gotta do something about that. Hello?
Lucas, it's good to hear from you. I thought I called to find out if maybe you wanted to go to Mom and Dad's tomb together. And to be honest, I thought it might be a good excuse to get back in touch with you.
I need to see you, Marcus. I'm in big trouble.
What are you talking about, Lucas? What happened?
I can't really talk about it on the telephone. It's serious, Marcus.
I'll meet you in half an hour at the park.
See you there.
Yesterday, at 7:30 p.m.
Lucas, it's Tiffany. I thought maybe I'd pop over tomorrow night after I leave the hospital and pick up a few things. Well, call me back.
New York police, please open the door.
These images in my head. I must be losing my mind.
Hey, you're listening to KWN 605, and it's now time for the Weather Flash with Cindy. Hi, Cindy.
Hi, Peter. My advice for today is dress very warmly before setting foot outside. It was extremely cold last night, and in some places the snow has turned into sheets of...
This will hide the blood, in case anyone comes in the room. I'll change the sheets later.
York Police, please open the door.
It's police. They know. They've come to arrest me.
Police, open up.
Just a minute, I'm coming.
I can't let them find any evidence linking me to last night. I've got a couple seconds to hide everything before I get the door.
Sir, this is the New York Police. I must insist that you open this door immediately. If you do not open the door right now,
Just a second, I'm looking for the keys.
To knock it down. This is your last warning. Open the door now, or I knock it down.
No, I can't put these bloody clothes with my other clothes. I better give them a wash.
Don't move!
And that's how my story ends. The neighbors called the cops because they heard shouts coming from my apartment. It didn't take long for them to find evidence of my guilt and link me up to the murder in the restaurant. Now I'll never find out what really happened. As far as the rest of the world is concerned, I'm just a murderer.
New York Police, please open the door.
It's police. They know. They've come to arrest me.
Police, open up.
Just a minute, I'm coming.
I can't let them find any evidence linking me to last night. I've got a couple seconds to hide everything before I get the door.
Sir, this is the New York Police. I must insist that you open this door immediately. If you do not open the door right now, I will be forced to knock it down.
Just a second, I'm looking for the keys.
This is your last warning. Open the door now, or I knock it down. Don't move!
And that's how my story ends.
New York Police, please open the door.
It's police. They know. They've come to arrest me.
Police, open up.
Just a minute, I'm coming.
I can't let them find any evidence linking me to last night. I've got a couple seconds to hide everything before I get the door.
Sir, this is the New York police. I must insist that you open this door immediately. If you do not open the door right now, I will be forced to knock it down.
Just a second, I'm looking for the keys.
This is your last warning. Open the door now, or I knock it down.
Just a second, I'm looking for the keys.
Don't move.
And that's how my story ends. The neighbors called the cops because they heard shouts coming from my apartment. It didn't take long for them to find evidence of my guilt and link me up to the murder in the restaurant. Now I'll never find out what really happened, as far as the rest of the world is concerned.
New York police, please open the door.
The police, they know. They've come to arrest me.
Police, open up.
Just a minute, I'm coming.
I can't let them find any evidence linking me to last night. I've got a couple seconds to hide everything before I get the door.
Sir, this is the New York police. I must insist that you open this door immediately. If you do not open the door right now, I will be forced to knock it down. This is your last warning. Open the door now, or I knock it down.
I'm sorry to make you wait like that. I was in the shower.
Are you Lucas Kane?
Yes.
Mr. Kane, the neighbors heard yelling from your apartment. Is there a problem?
Oh, yeah, that was me. I cut myself on some broken glass, and I freaked out a little. Fortunately, it wasn't a really big deal.
Would it be all right if I took a little look around your apartment?
Whatever. Go ahead.
What happened to your wrist, sir?
I told you I had a stupid accident with some broken glass.
Holy cow. When you cut yourself, you go all the way, don't you? Thank you for your cooperation. Sorry to have bothered you, sir. You know how it is. With everything that's been going on, we prefer to be careful.
I understand.
Go on, Mr. Kane.
After what happened last night, I'm not really in the mood to play the guitar. I'm in no condition. My forearms still hurt.
Yesterday, at 7:30 p.m.
Lucas, it's Tiffany. I thought maybe I'd pop over tomorrow night after I leave the hospital and pick up a few things. Well, call me back.
This morning, at 7:52 a.m.
Hello, Lucas. It's Marcus. I'm calling because tomorrow is the 10th anniversary of the accident, and I thought, well, maybe you might want to go together this time. Anyway, give me a call. Goodbye.
Massacre in East End restaurant. An especially horrible murder was committed last night in the restroom of a local restaurant. The killer...
I've got this really bad habit for a cop. Once I start working on a case, I can't think about anything else. I'm exhausted. I haven't gotten a wink of sleep all night. Something's bothering me about this murder, but I just can't seem to put my finger on what it is.